This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen. With the dark shadow of the Empire rising to take their place. This message is a warning and a reminder for any surviving Jedi. Trust in the Force. Do not return to the temple. That time has passed. And our future is uncertain. We will each be challenged. Our trust, our faith, our friendships. But we must persevere. And in time, a new hope will emerge. May the Force be with you, always.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Feel, don't think.
Fear is my ally.
The Force will be with you.
We are encouraged to love. Be mindful of your thoughts.
I will not betray the Republic.
Hey, Your Worship, I'm only trying to help.
Scruffy-looking nerf herder!
I'm not afraid.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
In keeping with the trusty adage, starve a cold, disgust a fever.
So, Star Wars Magazine on Sunday put another article out on what's going on at Lucasfilm and a lot of speculation about Kennedy's contract again and why it's been so quiet. Are they pivoting away from what Star Wars Magazine wrongly calls profit? My opinion is Kennedy-era Star Wars pivoted towards activism. If they were going to pivot towards profit, they would have gone the way George went. George tapped in to what the fans wanted. This is why Star Wars worked so well, okay? This is why, because there was love behind it, and he wasn't using his platform to bash people over the head with social justice bullshit. And Kennedy didn't get that. She didn't understand it. So the pivot towards profit during the Kennedy era just doesn't make any sense because it didn't really make any. The only movie they made, in my opinion, that made money is The Force Awakens. And it made $2 billion. It's nothing to sneeze at, but it wasn't a good movie, okay? It wasn't something that stays with you, and if it does, it horrifies you, okay? If you're a Star Wars fan. If you're somebody who wanted to see Luke Skywalker and Han Solo in action we didn't get to. The Kennedy era Star Wars caused a rift in the franchise and the fan base. It's fragmented. The core fans, us, have felt disenfranchised because what made Star Wars great, in our opinions, was completely bulldozed by Kathleen Kennedy's idea on what she thought Star Wars was about, which she was wrong. Okay, she was not interested in doing the good thing. Okay, is Disney bad at Star Wars? This is an article from last week. Yes and no. If Kathleen Kennedy has anything to do with it, it's bad. Okay. If Jon Favreau does, and he gets control of Dave Filoni, and they go the George Lucas route, it's good. The Mandalorian proved it. And we've got the Variety article about toxic fandoms and protecting actors. It would be nice if Disney controlled people like Amanda Stenberg and said, please don't antagonize the fans. Okay? It would be nice if Disney had a reach out to the fans asking us, what do we want? Okay? That would actually be a nice thing for them to do. Now they've got focus groups, but is it enough? Okay. Are they leaving the wokesters? When you've got the acolyte, but of course we know that a lot of the trash that Kennedy wanted will be vomited out. As it's like a colon clearing itself of crap. Okay, it's like the colon cleanse before you go for an anal exam. Okay, seriously, that's what it is. Okay, the acolyte is garbage. Andor's only going to get in a second season and then it's gone. Okay, there were things wrong with Kenobi. Basically, the subplot with Reva, okay, had to be relooked at. Should have been looked at harder. The problems with Sabine and Hera. Why were they even allowed in to Ahsoka? And our dissatisfaction with their product gets us blamed for their product failing. It's not like they didn't work hard at making it fail themselves by making crap.
You have done that yourself.
Oh, I can say that this started before TFA. I saw Pablo Hidalgo attack a friend of mine, treat him really badly. But it really got going, attacking the fans really got going big time when The Last Jedi came out. I mean, you had Rian Johnson posting memes on Twitter with a guy in a diaper basically calling the fans man babies. I mean, what does it say about a director of a movie when instead of trying to explain himself, he attacks the fans? Then we have Pablo Hidalgo, who between 2013 and now has alienated a lot of fans by treating them like shit, by attacking them. Highlight of that was a freakout in 2018 where he left Twitter in a rage quit and then came back, and then he got outed for attacking Star Wars Theory. He has since shut down his public X account, but he still has his private account. He's one of the leading, if not the face of Lucasfilm's activist issues, attacking fans, calling them toxic man babies and the rest of that garbage. Okay, his wife is as well. Then we have Leslie Headland, the showrunner for The Trashlight. The moment it was announced Harvey's former personal assistant was The Trashlight's showrunner, was the moment everybody got worried and panicked. And why? Because we knew what we would get, and we got exactly what we knew we were going to get. Unhinged activist garbage. Okay. Fan discontent. Fan disenfranchisement. Because Leslie Headland, like everybody else at Lucasfilm, right now under Kathy Kennedy, never intended to make satisfactory Star Wars in the way of the George Lucas era. Okay, never. We got this garbage. We've gotten other things that were garbage. Andor, I know some people liked it. I will never understand why. It was boring, slow, and woke. And I'm sorry, but I think anything that shoves LGBTQ shit in our faces is insulting, not only to the fans, but to George Lucas himself. Okay. They have divided the fan base on purpose by befriending ambitious crazies like Star Wars Explained, Molly Damon, Jason Ward, who was basically Kennedy's internet hitman, chasing fans off because they actually thought what they were doing is they were going to create a new fan base. And instead, they did not. They ruined the franchise in lots of ways. I mean, a lot of people have left, and even if it's good, won't come back. Okay? Jon Favreau has a lot of work to do. And that's one of the reasons why I think people behind this account, Star Wars Magazine, is Lucasfilm's new PR department. Because again, it fits on what the studios are trying to do to reunite the fans. Okay? And we'll talk more about it.
I've been basking in it for the last 30 minutes. My God. I feel like a seafront village after the Vikings have left.
Let's talk about The Sound of Silence concerning Kathleen Kennedy. Star Wars Magazine would be right. The rumors about her getting a renewed contract would be rampant from the Direct and other places, Screen Rant, and they're not saying a word. We know through Sparrow that Kennedy has a contract that says she can't be fired for cause. She'd take Disney to court and win a lot of money. So the thing about it is Disney didn't want to pay out the contract to let her go. So they just let the contract run out and she's gone. I mean, that's what's going on. My feeling is I don't know how they're going to come and replace her, or if they're even going to replace her. I know Star Wars Magazine has Agnes Chu on as the person that Kennedy chose. Kennedy didn't choose anybody. They wouldn't let her choose anybody. So when I heard that, I almost got offended myself because I would find it very difficult for me to believe that Star Wars Magazine, that the Disney Corporation would let her pick her own replacement. And if she was picking out her own replacement, it would have been Lin-Wen Brennan or somebody like that would definitely fight for Kathy's legacy. I think what is going to happen is we're going to have an interim period and then a president will be named. Okay? And that's what I think is going to happen. In the silence, is Disney taking a risk by not saying anything right now and then just saying, hey, and then quietly letting her go? That could be something. Or they announce a new president and she's not mentioned. Kennedy's not mentioned at all. Okay. Or they mention it, they do a press release, etc., saying Jon Favreau is the interim president of Lucasfilm, and Molly Damon and Rachel Leishman and Rewriting Ripley have a fucking meltdown. Okay. I mean, Gail Simone suddenly appears. Renfamous suddenly appears. All these filth bags, maybe Amanda Ward would even show up again, screaming and ranting and raving that dear Kathy got replaced by a white man. which is what they would deserve, okay? But look at the things that Kennedy, in the last part of this time, she should actually have to pay Disney back for the money she wasted on The Acolyte. If Disney paid for more than just the editing and the special effects, okay, she should have to pay Disney back for that, because it was that bad, okay, it was that awful. But as far as like the article, I'm gonna leave a link to the X account, and if you guys can read it because Elon's got it, so you can read it anytime. It really points out something is definitely going on. And again, we don't know who's behind it, and a lot of people think it could be Pablo Hidalgo. I would like to remind them that Pablo Hidalgo hates Elon Musk and would never pay for subscription. Okay, so I don't think it's them. It reads too academic. It reads too journalistic for it to be a fan thing, a fan account. But we'll just have to see. Okay. So I just wanted to put this out there, and I'll see you guys around the galaxy.